This is a great next question. Because I have bipolar disorder, I often have to manage my mood at work, and it gets tiring. Something I've appreciated about working from home is not having to pretend to anyone that I'm feeling happy when I'm depressed, or check myself to make sure I'm not coming off as too erratic when I'm possibly hypomanic. I'm actually quite nervous about going back into a public work environment where I'm going to have to do this extra mood management again. And she finds it tiring.
Do you want to take this one, Lisa, and then I'll follow you with follow-up?
Sure, absolutely. It makes total sense, right? When you have to be on, and that can be really tiring, especially when you're really not feeling well when you go into that environment. And I think some of the work accommodation suggestions that we talked about could potentially help with that. That if you can start, either with easier tasks where you don't have to, or you're starting part-time, you don't have to be at work in the beginning as much, and kind of ease into that work environment of interacting with people. How have you been? How'd you handle being at home? All the questions that people typically ask, and they can be real personal and sometimes hard to field, when you're not feeling so great. Another thought that I had is, and this might be, whether you speak with someone like a supervisor, boss, or you can address or accommodate this on your own, but can you really plan some alone time during the day? Even if it's walking outside, getting alone, taking breaks, just to reduce some of the interactions and give yourself some time to recoup within the day. Just sort of, give yourself a little recovery time. So that would be another thought that I have.
Yeah, I mean, those are some things that I was thinking of as well. I typically, whether I'm traveling and I'm not up for what I'm doing, but I'm able to do it, the bathroom is my friend. Bathroom stalls are my friend. I think they're the one place where I can go and it gives a little bit of a cocoon, and then I can go out and sort of put on my work face for a while. And the other suggestion that I thought of was just practicing and this may sound really out of left field, but just noticing what happens when you're grocery shopping or doing things in public that you do for yourself that aren't with your coworkers, but just see how you feel and see sort of what makes you feel vulnerable, what makes you feel safe, and then come back home and you sort of use it as an experiment to see how you're able to sort of stay centered and maybe not be inauthentic and still be honest with how you are and who you are, but also allowing yourself to feel protected and safe. So it could be as simple as, maybe not having a long conversation, but just saying, I'm doing okay, instead of saying, oh, I'm great, it's fabulous. Because I think, it's sometimes less is more in this case.